Welcome to the Drink and Click Show. Finally, we're trying to test this through Lotus profile, see if it works. And my name is Gonzalez. I'm the founder of this madness. And I'm joined by Lotus Carol.
Hello, everybody.
And a bunch of awesome photographers from the different Drink and Click chapters all over. I guess we have the United States and Canada here now. So, Lotus, do you want to introduce some of the chapter leads?
I would love to. Guys, when I introduce you, just tell people who you are, where you live, where you can be found on the web, and plug anything you've got going on. And we'll start with Christine Nielsen.
Hi, I'm Christine Nielsen. I live in LA, originally from Texas. And I've been out here for about 5 years. I'm an artist. I work mostly with photography and video, do a little painting and mixed media. And I'm all over the internet. I use my real name everywhere, so you can find me, Christine Nielsen. And that's it.
Sweet.
Should I go ahead?
We can't hear you, Lotus.
Can't hear you, Lotus.
Yeah, let's just move down the line.
Okay, no worries. I'll go ahead. My name is Devin Bell. Hello. I'm from lovely Santa Barbara, California, although not originally. I'm an Oregonian at heart. But you can find me primarily on Google+. And I work for a publisher that publishes digital photography books and a digital photography magazine. And that's it in a nutshell.
Excellent. It's great to have you here. Can you hear me?
Yes!
Yay! Wonderful. Up next we have Jackie Burrows Anderson.
You can find me on my Google Plus page. I have all of my links on the about there for me. I'm an artist. I prefer to work in painting and that type of thing, but photography is a passion of mine, and it's fun to get paid to do it. I also have, like most artists, a day job. So I'm the director of online marketing for a luxury firm, and I'm in charge of managing all of the websites and doing graphics and dealing with design and implementation for different types of anything from traditional to digital media. And I've been doing art for about 25 years. So sold my first painting in 1993, so that was pretty cool. I'm originally a military brat, so I have no hometown. I was born in Athens, Greece, and kind of raised all over the place, but I would just say that I was raised Southern, and call it that. Okay. And I'm in San Antonio, Texas. Sorry.
San Antonio. Well, we're glad you're on tonight. Thanks. Moving on. We have Kate, and I have no idea how to say the middle part of your name, so you can do that. Hovercraft.
No, I really want you to try. Just
Chauvin.
Ooh, I can try.
Chauvin?
Sobin?
No.
Siobhan.
Yeah.
Siobhan! That's what I was going to say, but I was testing you to see if you know how to say it.
Sure. I get that a lot. It's Kate Siobhan Mulligan Havercraft. And
You're just only a little Irish, aren't
I'm like
you?
a tiny bit Irish.
Just a scotch.
I'm actually Canadian, and I'm up in Vancouver, so I run Drink and Click Vancouver along with Marianne Workinen, and I'm also the operations manager of The Giving Lens, and I'm staff writer and faculty for Matador Travel Network, and that's a mouthful. And yeah, I go by Kate Siobhan across all the social media networks, and that's where my stuff is.
Do you ever sleep?
Do I sleep? No. but I drink a lot.
Hey, God, we were like twins separated at first.
Full sisters.
Well, thanks for being on tonight, Kate.
Yeah, you bet.
And finally, of course, we saved the best for last.
Dun dun dun.
Back to Kate.
Michael Bonacore.
Mike,
What's
long
up?
time no see.
I know. What's up, Kate? How you been?
It's been like 24 hours.
Me and Kate just spent 2 weeks together in Peru, leading a workshop for.
Not together.
Well,
Oh, look how she jumped in real quick to clarify that.
we spent 2 weeks in Peru, in the same area, but we weren't together. We were leading a workshop for the Giving Lens, the company that Kate basically runs for Colby Brown. And we had a great time. It was an amazing group of people, and we both just got home yesterday. So we're still a little groggy, a little tired, but we're going to make it. My day job, I work here. I'm in my Smug Mug office at Smug Mug headquarters, and I've been a photographer. I'd probably say I got my first SLR in 2009, so just a couple years now, and I lead the San Francisco chapter along with Robin Cho and Tony Eckersley. So they are not here. I got the last invite only because I paid Juan and Lotus $100 each for it. But they really do all the work. I just kind of show up and drink a lot. They do all the planning.
On the next show for sure.
You're the face of Drink and Click San Francisco that steals all the credit, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for being on, Michael.
Yeah, thank you. And for
We'll
the
move on.
Go ahead.
You.
Well, yeah, for the people that don't know about Drink and Click, I founded Drink and Click here in Austin, Texas. I started it as a passion to go shoot night photography. Pretty much when you have kids, you need an escape. So you put him to sleep, you tell the wife, are you going to bed early? And she say yes. And then you get in your car and you go shoot. So I started doing that, and once Google Plus came available, I started to post on Google Plus saying, hey, you're welcome to join me. I'm on a drinking click. I just made up a name. And nobody showed up for the 5 first events that I did, which wasn't an event. It was just a post saying, hey, join me. After the 5 that nobody showed up, then 1 person showed up, and then 2 and 3 and 8 and 25, and we've been up to 50 photographers showing up in a bar. And the nice part about Drink and Click is that it's not just a photo walk. A photo walk is just walking from point A to point B, taking pictures. You really don't get to meet everybody until the very end of it. Drink and Click is just you get to a point, you get a drink, a water, a juice, whatever you're drinking. You feel more comfortable. You show your camera, your equipment. You get to talk about what you do, what kind of photography you do, what kind of techniques you use, or somebody will ask you what kind of settings they should use on that event. As a part of Drink and Click, which we're now 22 chapters worldwide, we also have a monthly event, which is a challenge that we run. And we try to pick themes that every chapter follows, and we try to aim to hit the targets on those themes. Last month was architecture. This month is leading lines. So we always have something to strive for or to look for every time we go to an event. So it's not just show up at a bar and just drink and get drunk and forget about anything.
Not.
That's what we
I'm
do
joking.
in San Francisco.
It has a part of it, but you have a lot of the socializing and meeting people and exchanging cards and what kind of photography you do or what kind of work you do and how can we, be pals and how can you teach me what you do? How can I adapt to all the settings you use that I don't know how to use? I mean, I have a lot of people that show at the events and they say, I have this camera, it's a Canon. I'm a Nikon user, and Nikon and Fuji user now. So every time somebody shows up with a Canon and they say, I'm a Canon user, I say, hey, I don't know anything about Canons, but those are the Canon people. So
Go talk to that guy.
it's nice because we got everybody who is willing to show how to use the settings, ISO and shutter speed and aperture and everything. So you always get some kind of backing on your photography. So it's not just a photo walk; it's just a teaching. We teach, we learn from people, and we just interact. It's just a very, very good social tool, and you get to meet so many people in your city. So if you haven't joined a Drink and Click, we have 22 cities. So you can go to our website and just look it up and see what cities are available. But if you don't have one and you want to start one, just get in contact with us and we can work something out.
Yeah, I found that through the Drink and Click photo walks, I actually met so many people, so many photographers that are in my local area that I wouldn't have met any other way. So that was really cool. And then it's been really cool, Juan, watching you do your portrait photography at the events and loaning other people your lighting equipment. So it's been really neat. And I think it's a really nice, like you were saying, nice learning opportunity. You get together with people who have some skills, maybe some gear that you don't have, and everybody can kind of share.
That's the nice thing about it. I mean, the last event we have here in Austin, I bought a 60-inch soft lighter, which is like an Opta. And I carry this massive thing with me all the time. That's what she said. And I carry it with me all the time, and I have pretty cool Chinese triggers that I use, and it actually works on every brand of camera. So I pass it down to everybody, and I tell them how to use it, and I say, well, I'm using this, I'm using whatever, F 5.6 at 800, and I tell them all the settings, so they try it. There's something new that they haven't attempted to do, and once they try it and they see what they can do with the lights, then they start asking you, and what brand is this, where can I get this, and how can I use it better, and everybody gets to use it. So it's a very good learning opportunity just to teach people.
So how about the rest of you guys? Who has some things you'd like to say about your experiences? What do you like about leading a Drink and Click?
Well, for myself, it is, just like you said earlier, Lotus, that I didn't know most of the photographers in the area. I didn't have any idea how many were here, how many were interested in joining, and that type of thing. And so getting together this way, it's a nice relaxed atmosphere. And you don't have to drink an adult beverage, but adult beverages are available typically in a bar. So you sit down and you relax, and you can talk about working together in the neighborhood, maybe sharing events, or referring people, getting to know different people that you may have never met, as well as learning things. I use it as a learning tool. I mean, in the studio, I'm fine. I can work with lights and settings and stuff, but when I'm out and about on a photo walk, it's difficult for me to calculate sometimes on the fly. So when I'm out and about, I'm always going, what are you doing? What are your settings? How does that work? Tell me how to do that.
Yeah.
So, especially with ones that I like their photography, when I see on one of the media sites, and then I've taken, badger them, and they're typically very nice about it. But I'm sure I've annoyed at least one photographer on a photo walk.
So Jackie, do you have any favorite photos that you've taken on a Drink and Click of your own, and some photos you'd like to share from your local Drink and Click in San Antonio?
Sure, I can show you my screen share here. Let me pull over here and click this, and I'm going to choose my secondary screen here. Okay, and so you can see this is the Drink and Click San Antonio page, and you can see that we went, of course tonight's the show, and then here on San Antonio here we went into the Firehouse Bug Beer, or pool hall or whatever, and they actually have a back room where they can play poker. And some of the people let us come back there and take photos of them. So
that's awesome. Pull up that poker shot right there. Let's look at that.
Look at that. Isn't that great? And so this is one of our members' shots for the event. I can't make it go any bigger, sorry.
That's what she said.
Sorry.
That's really cool.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I never knew that was there. Somebody had recommended the bar, and that's why we went there. And so let me get back to the event photos here. Pardon me. It's a learning curve with the new Google Plus stuff today. So
That's all good. We're rolling with the punches.
yeah, exactly. So these
The
are
rest of you guys get ready to screen share some photos from your local chapters too, and we'll move on after Jackie to meet the rest of you.
we took some fun shots. The staff on every bar that we've been to have been just fantastic. Everybody likes to have their pictures. Well, I say everybody. Let's just say young bartenders like to have their picture taken.
Look at those
Very
photos.
accommodating. So this one right here is of one of our members, Cookie, and she's showing them the photos that she took of them. And we have Adam smiling in the background because he's got 3 beautiful women surrounding him, and
We got some
Cookie as well. So
group chimping going on there.
yeah, exactly, just 1 or 2. And so then we can go in here and we tend to ham it up a little bit, so we do the selfies like in the bathroom.
Yes,
Following
the bathroom selfie.
sprint steps, there you are. You got a little plug there. That was Cookie's camera, and we had to hang on to that and kind of perch on the stall to get it in there.
You're dedicated.
Very dedicated to your selfies. And when we went down to the there's a lot of food trucks that is really going real crazy, but San Antonio has an ordinance against them, against specific downtown. So there's a couple of areas in town that are allowing the food trucks to park, and so we went downtown to the food truck area, and lo and behold, there was a pub crawl, and the pub crawl theme was Christmas. So this is what you get in San Antonio with a bunch of drunk random strangers on a pub crawl. You get some interesting people running by in interesting costumes.
That's awesome.
You have never been there for this. See, there were like hundreds and hundreds. They must have ran by for like 2 minutes straight in all these costumes like that. So by being downtown at the food trucks and getting to do all of these cool images and being with these people, we got to experience that. So our very first Drink and Click was at a place called the Midnight Rodeo, and we were there, and the building caught on fire while we were there. So
Hey!
caught on fire. And so we have pictures of the fire trucks and the men, shooing us out of the building. Some more Lotus love here for the selfies in the bathroom. And I stole that hat from a random cowboy on the dance floor.
Man, I gotta make it down to the San Antonio drinking click sometime.
Yeah, we're
No,
an exciting bunch.
Cowboy muggings, fire.
Exactly. Right here's the photo that made the I was nominated for an award that month for this photo. So
Wow.
I'm really proud of that photo. So it was just some people dancing on the dance floor doing the 2-step, and this couple just went by and they just hit the mark perfectly. So I grabbed that shot. So it was lots of fun. We did, of course, there's at least one line dancing if you're in San Antonio. Got dragged out on the floor a few times. This is Adam. He's one of our photographers in the Drink in San Antonio.
He looks very happy to be there.
Oh, he is. He's a happy sort. We're very friendly down here. And then we also have the bodacious Mrs. Cookie here showing off her hat that we stole from another cowboy. So they like us stealing their hats down here, by the way.
Well, it looks like your group down there is very active and very vibrant. You've got a lot of photos going on in your events.
We really like to go to interesting places. We went to the San Antonio Fiesta, which is 10 days of party here. Nobody works, everybody drinks and eats too much. And then like 5 days later, it's Cinco de Mayo. No big deal. Everybody just rolls with the punches. Next week, we're going to be posting for our next group, and that'll probably be at a bar called Bone Shakers with
Nice.
men. Yeah, I know, just a few things. So I'll be posting the events that probably next Friday we'll be out there doing that, drinking a little too much and sharing some photos. So
Excellent. Thanks, Jackie.
tonight and you're in the area, doesn't have to be San Antonio. You can come down anytime you want. Or the week.
Sweet. Okay, who else has some photos to share from your local chapter?
Okay.
Me?
Michael,
Do
since you volunteered to let you go.
I was busy opening a beer, Lotus.
Oh, you're done now. Let's see some photos, Michael.
Okay, well, I was.
He's not ready.
I'm getting there. I think Kate's.
Oh, that's a
Kate's
common
completely
thing
ready.
you probably have to say.
That's what she said.
Mm.
Get your mind out
All
of
the
gutter.
time.
Do you need some more time, hun?
You know, if Kate's ready, I'm a gentleman.
I'm
Ladies
always
first.
ready.
I
I'm
think
always
he's
ready.
performance and anxiety there. Just a little
All
bit
right.
of performance.
You really can't put Bone on the spot. doesn't bode well.
No, he's got his spiky ball out again. That's just not good.
Okay, let me screen share here. We have a pretty active group up in Vancouver. It's condensed. We started just with 6, and then like 8, 10, 12, 14, 20, 22, I think was our most. We seem to be about 12 or 14, but it's really interactive, great community that we've developed, which is my favorite part. Just the core people that are coming out, they're like my new best friends. And it's really encouraging, especially like mid-month, if you're in any sort of rut creatively or just in life, to get together with a bunch of photographers that are gonna support you and like cheer you on and think anything you do is awesome. This is from last month, and we went down some back alleys for black and white and did portraits. This is Jordan Oram working hard as a light boy. I don't know what you actually call. What do you call that role?
With no beard, though. I'm disappointed, Jordan.
There's a lot of beard happening there still, considering that's no beard.
It looks pretty darn scratchy. I think if you rubbed up against that, you'd feel that beard.
It's
That's
less
for
beard for sure. This is me and my co-lead, Marianne Workinen. That is Marianne Workinen
Yes.
in Google.
Let
Good
us
job.
track her.
I zoom. Nice. What a
Tagged
great
her on
improvement.
air.
Multitasking. Here's a guy we met in a nice froggy toque. And I think written on his hand, it says, "Be awesome."
Hey, Kate.
Yeah.
Just so you know, nobody outside of Canada knows what a toque is, so you might want to explain that.
Well, smart people do, Michael, but okay.
Yeah, it's only the French word for hat. It's not that hard. You know, in
Okay.
Peru, you got your espresso with a toque of leche, right? It was a hat of cream. I don't know if you were reading the menu.
The only thing I know about Canada is poutine.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's what I need to know.
Gravy is everything.
This is Tyson with the guy with the froggy,
Toque.
looking super comfortable. With the addition of some rainbow pants. So getting out with a group of photographers is a great way to meet some of the characters in your city. People flock to you when you are a group of, when you have just walking around with all your cameras out.
Yep.
Which just makes for great situations and lots of laughs. There's beard, Michael.
Look at that ginger beard.
No, he
This is,
had a really long, shaggy beard.
Oh yeah, he had like a Santa Claus beard, but
Yeah.
ginger. Some Canadian graffiti happening here.
How violent.
It's terrible.
Damn moose graffitiing all over the place. They're
It's just
menaces
so-
to society.
Yeah, so
I'm missing that
oh,
game.
Canada.
Not at all.
We have too many great photos to share, but I do want to share. Let's see here. Where is it? This is oh dang. Give me 1 second. Well, I don't see the picture where I get. Here it is. This is Tyson biting me after a few too many drinks and not enough clicking. And he bit hard, like real hard. And I want to let everyone know. It was in good fun. Please don't be afraid of your local drinking click chapter.
They're not all
But
vampires.
I have tender thighs, Lotus. And this is the bruise that came from it. Can you see the bite marks? It's tagged as Tyson Jerry, right there on my inner thigh. So, from casual portraiture to some mild attacks within a bar, there's lots of fun at the Vancouver Drinking Click.
Awesome.
All right. You guys are very active.
Whatever you want to call it.
We'd like to see you guys having a good
Actually, I'm actually very impressed with the Vancouver chapter because they always have some awesome pictures that they make it to the final.
We have had our good fortune being in the top 3. We have some. We are quality and not quantity.
Awesome.
All right, Christy, let's see some Los Angeles Drink and Click.
All right, let me see here. Does it work?
Man, there are just too many "that's what she said" jokes.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can.
This was our first one. We went to Pasadena because they have really lots of cool buildings with brick and texture and stuff. I'm not used to this new thing. And then this is Enrique. You can tell by the look on his face that he would do something like this. We went down by the train.
I love that photo of him, by the way.
Great.
This one? Yeah, we were all
No,
posing.
the one you showed before. What great shadow and light play.
This one, yeah. You find that all over the place in Pasadena. It reminded me of the group photo we took in San Francisco because I was at the Drink and Click during the photographers conference.
Oh, at Vesuvio.
Yeah, we did that group photo. Anyway, so Enrique goes down here by the tracks and I'm freaking out. And I'm like, what the hell? He goes, well, he looked at me and went, no alarms went off or anything. So then the rest of us just go down there and we were on the track shooting. I can't believe we didn't get in trouble, but.
Oh, so you got to just go. If you get kicked out, you get kicked out, but just go.
So this is from our Hollywood Boulevard. I just liked the colors going on here.
That's great colors.
And this one we went to one of my favorite spots in North Hollywood, and this is Vince, one of our regulars, and he just stood up and started dancing with this girl. I liked it under the red umbrella. This is the original Oil Can Harry's. Are you familiar with that?
That's a great shot.
It's the oldest gay bar west of the Mississippi or something, I don't know. And they were so awesome. They said, yeah, come on in, you can shoot, just don't shoot people's faces. Well, it's country, so they were doing all this line dancing with these fabulous lights. It was really great. And they do disco on Saturday nights and karaoke. It's just wild, eclectic place. This was one of our walks downtown, and we have downtown art walks.
God, I love LA.
Wow, yeah.
They knew you were coming, I see.
Yeah, and so the police got all been out of shape because somebody wrote something in chalk on the sidewalk, and it escalated into this ridiculous thing. There were helicopters flying around. So a lot of us stayed to take pictures, but most of the people were like, I don't want to go to jail. So we went to the bar. And that's from the Bradbury Building.
I like that picture a lot.
This one?
The one, yeah, that one. It just looks kind of like, woo, you walk into that and you're like freaking out.
Yeah.
This is our Manhattan Beach event. Some of us went early to catch the sunset. And we actually picked up a new photographer on this one. She lives there. She was sitting on the beach and she was like, what are all these photographers coming to shoot? She stood behind us. And she ended up coming with us. One night we were in an Irish bar playing ping pong. Oh, and I threw this one in here because this is not technically a Drink and Click event, but back to what Juan was saying about how social this all is, and you know, a lot of us have become really good friends, and I have this core group of about 5 or 6 people, and we've actually gone on road trips and stuff together because of this. And so we were on a Drink and Click one night, and walking down the street in about 5 minutes, we decided, well, let's go to Death Valley, and so we did this overnight trip, and those are the 5 of us that went, and then that's the shot I got from that.
It's funny because you always have your chapter. You always have a core member group.
Yes.
You can call on the off weeks and say, "I'm gonna go out shooting. Who wants to join me?" And it's amazing. Everybody just wanna just go out and shoot, even if it's not an event. It's just you form that group of people, and then everybody jumps in and go out.
Right. Do you want me to show stuff from the other events?
Yeah.
No, that was really good. You had some really good photos in there.
Fine. Okay.
I'll chime into what Christy said just about meeting these new photographers. That's one thing about Drink and Click that I've loved the most, is that I've met these people not only from our own group, but from the LA Drink and Click group. Like Christy and I have become friends and have been able to hang out, and I've dragged her along to some annoying work things, which I hope were semi-interesting. But can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can hear you great.
Great. But that's one of the things about Drink and Click that I've loved the most, is that, you know, you see these people online that you interact with, you see their beautiful images, you +1 them, you comment on them, and then you get to meet them in person. And 9 times out of 10, they're pretty awesome. But no, the one trip that we did where Drink and Click LA actually came up to Santa Barbara, and the wine country up here, Drink and Click Santa Barbara, a couple of us members got to meet up with them in the wine country, and it was fantastic. We had a great time, and I only wish I could have hung out longer and gone to Cold Springs with you guys, because it's such a great location. Which, by the way, side note, Cold Springs Tavern, if you ever make it up to Santa Barbara, head out to the hills, go to Cold Springs Tavern. They usually have fantastic music, decent food, strong drinks, and it's basically the old Stagecoach building that was built in the 1800s. It's phenomenal, great shot for lots of images. Christy's group got better pictures, I think, than mine did at when you guys went to Cold Springs.
I'm sharing one of them right now. This is Sherry's.
See?
Yeah. It's really, really
ridiculous.
Amazing.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I have to say, in Santa Barbara, that is the one thing that we're really spoiled with, is we have a huge diversity of where we get to go. And let me show you that.
Hey,
All right, can you guys see that okay?
indeed.
So the diversity is what's really great as far as the Santa Barbara group goes. This image was actually taken on a first Thursday at our Santa Barbara Museum of Art. And just making sure you guys can see just that and not necessarily my entire screen.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
solid, awesome. So believe it or not, we can actually drink at the museum, which is kind of awesome. So we did a Drink and Click at our Santa Barbara Museum of Art, where they do, on first Thursdays of every month, they do like a cocktail, and then you could go around and shoot images. So that was one of them. This was from our first Drink and Click that we ever did. Our group is really mixed, and I like it that way. We have a lot of amateurs that are just learning. Myself, I am a newbie to the whole photography thing, although, you know, everybody always says, yeah, I started taking pictures when I was 5 years old, and my mother gave me a camera for Christmas. Well, I always carried a camera around with me. I was the girl in high school that always was taking shots at people, but I never really learned how to use one. So now that I have a big kid camera, I'm actually starting to use it. But we have some professionals in our group that actually prefer to take their iPhone with them, because they're like, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not dragging around the DSLR. So they often take their cell phones with them. So it's a fun mix of people who are just learning manual mode, or they want to discover new apps on their cell phones. Again, you know, as far as location goes, Santa Barbara has a really great diversity, everything from beach to mountains to downtown. This is a good example of when you actually go to a bar that won't let you take your DSLR in.
Oh.
This was taken on my cell phone because the bar, which will remain unnamed, stopped stop the DSLRs at the door. So,
Oh, we won't talk about it on air, but you'll tell all your photographer friends locally, and they won't go there anymore.
Right. They wouldn't let us in, so I'm like, okay, put the camera away, break out the cell phone, and I was actually able to get this shot of the beautiful mural that they have on their wall.
Did they give you a reason? I mean, is there a reason why you weren't allowed to?
Because their panties are like this, like grabbed and pulled way up high in the back of their anus.
In a bunch.
We have that a lot here in LA too. They'll even say no cameras at all because the celebrities are whatever.
Oh, the poor celebrity.
In Austin, we tend to leave those venues and go somewhere else with our patronage.
Yeah.
I will say we did not stay in that last venue for very long. I think we walked in to use the restrooms, take a couple of shots, and left.
We've done the same thing at one here in San Antonio. We were walking like in a pub crawl downtown over in the, because we had First Friday once, and that's where the Arts and Eats was, and we walked into one and they said no cameras, and we're like, well, alrighty then, we'll take our business elsewhere. And we didn't even take one shot. We just walked right out. So
yeah,
that's what we do. And I think that they're just not even realizing how they're shooting themselves in the foot with that kind of stuff. I mean, there's so much social media and sharing of your life across the board, even with people who are not photographers, with their phones and everything, and this is good press for you at your venue. And so anybody who says you can't take photos is kind of, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't had that.
So in Vancouver, do you have the same situation? Some people just say don't cameras, or?
No, not at all. Everywhere we've gone, it's been really receptive, really open. We just mentioned, like, oh, well, I'll check in. We're going to take a bunch of pictures. We're happy to tag you guys in our posts. We're not going to get rowdy or anything. We say. Once we're in the door. No, I say once. But I say, like, you have a bunch of people. Not everyone just brings their iPhones. You have a bunch of adults bringing expensive gear to a bar. We're not going to get super irresponsible. Yeah. And that, just mentioning that even, I think, opens a bunch of doors because they realize it's a little more professional than just a bunch of people coming in to drink.
you have a couple of inappropriate random shots here and there, but other than that, we're pretty good, like thigh biting and things like that. I don't know.
A few thigh bites.
Hey, that makes people want to go to that bar. Come on.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I find that most of the bars, whenever we go in there, because we are mostly on like Google's platform. I mean, we are on the other ones. Juan's made sure to share the wealth when it comes to the other platforms. But for the most part, was kind of born and raised here on G+. That a lot of the places really aren't on Google Plus yet, which is very strange to me. And we show them the page and like, oh, we really need to get on top of that. And like, as soon as you do, send me an email. I'll go back and re-tag you. I've only had one place do that so far, but
the usual way I look at it is every time we go into a bar, somebody asks us, and I usually have to get that or something. Just because everything has grown here in Google Plus. I mean, without Google Plus, Drink and Click probably wasn't. It shouldn't be able to be so together as a chapters and everything, because we have the events and we have the pages and everything's integrated so beautiful that, you know, we just tell people, I say, if you really wanna listen to people complain about their laundry, then you go to Facebook. If you wanna focus into more of your photography and circle people that you want to see really good work out of it, then you go to Google Plus. So it's just a good way to bring people into our environment, which is Google Plus. So I just can't find any better platform than this. So.
No, and it's smart for an organization to get on Google Plus because it's all linked into Google.
Exactly.
So it's advantageous for them to have a business page and start getting reviews, because that's going to rank higher in search engines in the long run.
yeah.
So, Michael, do you have any thigh-biting photos from San Francisco to show us?
And
Not my size.
Kate has never come down here, so there's
Okay, well, show us what you have then.
All right, Lotus, let me put my Gatorade bottle down
Oh, no, you didn't.
and show you some photos. So I'm rather confused, only because I remember having a lot more photos than what I currently have.
That's
I
because
thought
he
it
was
was the fact
drunk.
that you were alone with 5 beautiful women because Juan just left.
What? Where did Juan go?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a Gatorade bottle under his desk.
No, he
Well,
doesn't.
he should. Every man should have a Gatorade bottle under their desk at work. Okay. So I just got a couple. I'm just gonna show you some of the.
Oh yeah, that looks like just a couple photos there. The whole
No,
thing.
no. This is just the event. So
Yeah, let's see these photos.
this is a great one. So this is Richard Hay, and Richard, he actually works over at Google, so he.
I
is
like Richard.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So he is partly responsible for today's update. I'm thinking, but I can't remember.
We
what
know
month
who to
this is.
blame.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to definitely friend him. What was his full name again?
Hay, Richard Hay, and my friend Todd Sipes took this photo. So Richard did a on-air hangout the entire drinking click. This was in North Beach, and so you see his setup here. He had his iPhone on his hot shoe, and he did this before virtual photo walks were popular. I just want to add that, and it was really cool. We had people from all over the world watching the hangout, and coming along with us. I think his battery on his Android lasted for about 2 hours before it finally gave up. But that was really cool. Good job, Richard. All right. Now this, back on this month's theme of architecture, this is Tony Eckersley's photo, and Tony is, along with his girlfriend Robin, are my co-leads out here, and this is one of his architectural photos from the last Drinking Click, which went to the Palace of Fine Arts here in San Francisco. So,
Can you believe that he didn't submit that for the challenge?
he didn't?
He did not.
Oh, I love this photo. It's so cool. Way to go, Tony. Way to screw it up.
Hey, he didn't want to win. Clearly.
I guess not.
Can leads even enter?
Indeed, they can.
No.
Wow.
Well,
Juan
since
and I
I
don't, but everybody else can.
don't really take a lot of photos, I'm too busy drinking. I don't submit anything, but I love this cover photo, and I couldn't find the original version, but if you look at the cover photo up here, I don't know if you can see it.
Well, you can click on that, can't you, and just load it up?
No, not anymore.
Oh, are you kidding me? You can't enlarge a cover photo?
Nope.
Boo!
So, yeah.
Well, it's
Anyway,
already pretty big. Drag it down.
Control.
This is on the event.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, the event photo. But that's a photo by Chris Chabot of the Transamerica building from North Beach.
Oh,
Obviously a long exposure, but really cool shot. I was looking for the original, but I can't find it.
Was that taken from the middle of the street?
Yeah, there's a center divider in the street, so I mean, but still, it's San Francisco, so it's probably not the safest place. So speaking of, I was trying to find one specific photo. Here it is. So speaking of Chris Chabot and talking about SLRs being banned in bars, we had a contest maybe January, straight out of camera.
Yes.
And so Chris Chabot really took that seriously, and he brought not one, but 2 soft boxes.
that
You
dude
see one-
kicks ass.
Yeah, you see one of them here, and he brought 2 of those in backpacks with him all night. And every time I think we went into 5 bars that night, and he
That's
literally,
dedication.
yeah, as soon as we walked into the bar, he put his bag down, got all his equipment out, set up soft boxes, and not only were all the Drink and Click participants getting photos, but random strangers would be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And we take their photos and then give them our business card, and then they would email us, and it was really cool. It was
That's perfect.
yeah, you get a lot of awesome photos. Yeah, we had a cool Christmas Drink and Click over in Union Square. That's my other co-lead, Robin. A photo taken by her.
Look at the light, Boca.
Yeah, it's really cool. I knew you would like that one, Lotus. So
I
Tony
love
Eckersley took this.
It could have only been better if you had it like in heart shapes.
I'm pretty sure there is some actually.
But if you
Boca fail.
if you get it on hard shapes, you can get pissed.
Let's get with the program. Although I've lost Google Plus followers for posting heart-shaped bokeh specifically.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, it was butterfly-shaped bokeh.
You got some Christmas tree there, Lotus.
Yes.
That's by Mike Rosati. Cool.
All right,
Italian
I'm
dude.
circling this guy.
Mike Rosati.
I've been googling everybody he said so far.
This is from Rodrigo Alvarez. He's a really cool guy out here in San Francisco. So,
Oh, that's really nice.
yeah, so San Francisco is a really cool city where City Hall and Coit Tower are lit up every year depending on what the occasion is. So if the Giants, San Francisco Giants are in the playoffs, they change all these lights to orange. The 49ers, they change them all to red. Right now they're all blue in honor of the Golden State Warriors and San Jose Sharks. So for Christmas, this is what City Hall in San Francisco looks like. Pretty cool.
It's like the Empire State Building. They do the same
Yeah.
thing.
Very cool, Michael. Those are some
Yeah.
great photos. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks. None of them are mine. I would just like to point that out.
That's okay. We know that you are a great photographer. You don't need to show your photos.
Quick question for Michael. So,
Yeah.
One.
which one is the area for photographers to go?
Actually, I couldn't hear you, Juan. Can you say one more time?
Which one is the best area to go shooting in at night during night in San Francisco?
I really like North Beach. North Beach is, and that's where you and Lotus had your drinking clique that started it off at Vesuvio. That's the North Beach area. That's a really great area. They have a lot of neon signs, strip clubs, which of course we all need strip clubs for a successful drinking clique.
Michael.
That's the dancing click.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
So, yeah, that's a really cool area that really is a great place to photograph at night. That is where Chris Chabot took the photo in here in the header.
Yeah, Chris Chabot is going into his portraits, and he's just doing some beautiful work. I love what he's doing.
Yeah, Chris is awesome.
He's done an insanely great job of moving between all genres of photography, it seems like.
Yeah, he's awesome. And here's one for Lotus. Allie Alexis Corum took this one. This was at a place.
I love me some Allie.
Allie is awesome, and she's a sweetheart. This is at a place called Cigar Bar, where you can buy 10 cigars and smoke them.
Yeah, I've been there.
So,
We've been there too.
yeah, we had that's right. That your original drink click, we went there. So Allie took this in the bathroom. I think we had a big group one, but I can't find it. But yeah,
I can't wait to go back to San Francisco. It was so nice just to visit.
yeah, it is. It's a really cool place. Here's a group shot outside of Vesuvio. We've got Karen Hutton and Lisa and two
Alaya.
other co-leads. Alaya Lacardi and his wife Naomi. Brian Matias was in this one too. We have a really great group of photographers in San Francisco. Oh, and by the way, remember Richard Hay, the guy who did the virtual photo walk in my very first photo?
Yes.
If you look in the background, I don't know if you can see it, but he's wearing a helmet with a GoPro during this photo walk.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Richard, yeah, he likes to capture multiple angles of scenes, so he's always got a camera on his hot shoe or on his helmet.
Really quick, I have to say that's one of the cool things about Drink and Click is because I travel a lot for work, is that when you go to other cities that you've never been to before, you can hook up with a Drink and Click group if they've got one there, and or just like a Drink and Click like representative or follower, and so you've got like an instant friends in other cities. So
Yeah, it's a good idea when you're traveling to go to drinkandclick.com and see if there's a chapter where you're going and see whether they're holding an event while you're there.
We did one
That's a
in
good
Cusco.
tip.
We did an honorary Drink and Click Cusco one night.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's right, we did.
Someone contacted me and said they were coming to town, so I just made sure to plan it on that night. Yeah.
Yeah, and I refer tons of people to their local drinking cliques. I've Carlos Rodriguez and his wife Christy, who were with me and Kate in Cambodia, referred them to LA, and we were just talking in Cambodia, and I was like, hey man, you got to go check this drinking clique out. You know, he really didn't know any photographers in his area. And then after he got home from Cambodia, a week later, I think there was an LA drinking clique that he went to, and I think he's been to every one since. So
Been to almost all of them, yeah.
yeah, he loves it. So it's really cool. I mean, I've never had anyone who I've recommended to their local chapter, come back and say, it wasn't that fun, or they always go back. They love it. They thank me for turning them on to it. So
Well,
definitely
sweet.
get in.
Let's check out some of the photos from a recent event in Austin where Drinking Click started. There was a Drinking Click at a place called The Good Night, and I'm going to let Juan talk about it while I queue up some of the photos.
The Good Night was pretty awesome because I actually talked to the owner and I say, you have a bowling alley on this bar. So what I'm planning is if you allow us to close at least 2 or 3 lanes of the bowling alley, and we want to shoot some people really close to the pins. And the manager was like, "Go for it." So
I was wondering how you got the allowance to do that because you cannot touch the lanes here in Santa Barbara.
So 11:30 at night, the guys were like, "There, we got 3 lanes and they're all yours. Just do whatever you want on it, just don't fall." And they were not oily, so we just got down, and it's a pretty cool place because they have pool, they have ping pong, and they have bowling alley, and they have great food, great drinks, and everything. And it's actually close to my house, so it's even better. But we got to shoot, and this was at the beginning of last month when we started the architecture theme. So we just got some people to join us there. There's Jaime Ibarra shooting some pool there, which is pretty awesome to have him at the Drinking Click events. And what we also do for some of the bars that we go to is that we just take some pictures of the place and we just give them as a thank you. We give them back to them, and they let us do pretty much what we want on the bar, on the establishment. So it is pretty nice. There's Sarah.
I love that picture of Sarah. That is the greatest picture ever.
Sarah, yeah, she said I want to do some kind of like 80s hair kind
Hey,
of.
Juan, do you have my screen highlighted?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And there's Jaime Ibarra, his fiance, Shantia.
Who's that?
Actually, that's me shooting somebody.
That's Sarah's photo of you.
Yeah, that's Sarah's photo of me. And that's my ass. Shantia.
Here's some photos by Joel Horwath.
Cool.
Look at that.
It's a pretty cool event. When a manager goes to the stand of closing something or allow you to get on top of the bar to get a really good picture, that the photographers are welcome on that place. So
These are Jaime Ibarra's.
Yeah, make sure to show that one. His girlfriend.
there you go.
Right there.
Here's our favorite photo from this event.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jaime Ibarra took that picture too. So.
The beard.
The beard in person. Oh my God.
So Austin, Texas is it's pretty cool because you have the main downtown area, which you have all the college kids go to, which we call 6th Street. And we go there rarely because it's just really crazy. It's just a bunch of crazy college kids. And we usually go now to the east side, which it used to be the bad side of Austin, but now they remodel all this stuff, which they have some awesome bars. And the new area in Austin is Rainy Street, which is just one street, a bunch of old houses. They convert them into bars, and everybody is very welcome to just take pictures and do whatever you want on it, and they are very welcome to photography. So it's my favorite place to go in Austin right now. So if you haven't been to Rainy Street and you're in Austin, Texas, you should go there for sure.
I keep trying to time it right, but you need to announce sooner than like 3 days, and then I'll show up.
I know. Well, the thing is that in Austin, I think almost every Drink and Click chapter has an event once a month.
Yeah.
But Drink and Click Austin has an event every 2 weeks. I used to have an event every week, but then my wife said no, so I switched it to every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having. I need more babysitters.
Exactly.
Or events where I can just take the kid, which I've done.
I can ship you a minion. They babysit all the time.
Ooh. I love minions. They're so helpful. I need a
I
minion.
got 2 of my own, so I rent them out. Cheap labor.
Out of all the time the Drink and Click has been on, which was started at the very end of 2011, Drink and Click Austin, we've been to, I don't know, probably 20, 30 locations here in Austin, and we only have we're rejected on one, which they say just put your camera away, which it was Shangri-La on the east side of Austin, and we never went back again. So
Yep, well, no free marketing for them.
that's a picture by Nikolai, and that's and that's Eden. Yeah, she's also go to the Drinking Place often. Jaime Barra.
You guys have gorgeous shots.
They do.
Portraits are amazing.
Thank you.
Lotus, make sure you're highlighting these on the camera, man. I love that shot. That's really
Yeah.
good.
I have my screen boxed, so I'm doing what I can.
And those are Sarah's nails, so we're fancy up. But yeah, if you're close by and you have a chance to come to the Drinking Lake Austin, it is pretty cool. We get a pretty large group of people, and everybody's willing to just show you everything. We exchange lenses and cameras and everything, so it's pretty cool. Jaime?
Yeah, the photos that come out of that Austin chapter are just incredible. I love them. And it's always like the portraits that come out of there are always really top notch.
It seems like everybody's trying to get into the portrait part of it. It's just, I don't know if it's either because we bring the light modifiers and then people get inspired of trying something new and trying lights and the new setup, but it's just pretty cool because everybody's just trying portraiture and everything else, whatever the theme is that month. But you know, they're trying to get into portraiture because we practice a lot of that. So,
how did airplanes get into the Drinking Click?
I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Were you guys going Drinking Click Southwest Airlines?
that was actually somebody who was going to join us, and he just landed at the airport, so he took a picture at the airport and said, "I'll be right there." That was Rod, one of my neighbors. So
Yeah, they always have fantastic shots. I think that Austin has a really interesting vibe. I guess the motto is keep Austin weird, and they really buy into that all the way. Unfortunately, San Antonio is lame, so I don't think it's really a mantra we want to take and really utilize for our Drinking Clicks. But you know, we have some interesting areas in town. Like, I completely missed the Elvis in the gold lame jumpsuit riding a Schwinn bicycle with one of the little pug dogs. I couldn't get my camera out fast enough to take his shot, and he was gone. It's like, that would have won me a prize somewhere, somehow.
Fail.
Cool, like Elvis dude, the glasses, but he's wearing itty bitty shorts with rainbow socks. and, you know, sprinkled, you know, was it glitter tinny shoes. It was just fantastic. I totally missed him.
That sounds terrifying.
It's one of those accidents that you really want to capture on film. And so you get those downtown like that. Austin's great about that, but they have a very wonderful base. They have a nice vibrancy there to them where they have multiple people showing up a lot. We have a little bit of a rotation in our San Antonio, but we haven't really expanded as greatly as Austin, so we can only hopefully attain that goal. and have a few more people join up. But the people we do have are fantastic. We have about a 50-50 mix on professionals and amateurs, and so we get a lot of fun involved with that.
That is perfect, because you teach and you learn, and you mix it all up. And the cool thing is that you bring all these people in, and they learn, they teach, and then you always try to strive for whatever the theme is that month. So we've been doing, I think we're on the 8th monthly challenge, and last month was architecture, and this month is living arts. But for the last month for architecture, and if I can do a screen share, we have 17 finalists.
17?
17, and I believe we have about 80 pictures submitted from all the Drink and Click chapters. And there were some awesome pictures there, and we have a representation of almost all the chapters. Let me see if I can share it on the screen. So this were, are you able to see?
Yeah.
So these are the finalists, 17 pictures. And I'm sorry if I can't remember the name for everybody who submitted, but these are the 17 finalists. This was one from Philadelphia, which is one of our newest chapters. This is one by a good friend of mine, which is Drink and Click Austin member, RP Ryan. And he actually went to visit San Francisco, and he joined the San Francisco Drink and Click. Like you were saying, it's so nice just to know different people in different cities, because you can join them. I believe this is Chicago. Somebody correct me if that's not Chicago. This is Austin, Texas, taken by Joel. This is Japan, which Japan is killing me because they've been winning so many challenges.
Juan, let me interrupt you for a minute, okay? Your screen share is only showing us half of the images.
Okay, let me see if I can increase it. Let me go back.
Well, it's kind of like you need to pull back. I don't know what's going on. It's like it's zoomed in and we're only seeing a small piece of each photo.
Yeah.
Back a little.
Somewhere in between those two. Because we're too zoomed in again now. We're only seeing part of the Oh, for a second it was perfect. What did you do?
Back, right there.
It's weird. It jumps to the right size and then it goes back again.
Is your camera zoomed in? So that I only see your face?
Drop the link in the chat and let me screen share it.
Okay, let me see.
Were my screen shares okay?
Yes, they were fine.
Okay, so we're just gonna I'm gonna screen share it. You can talk.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just we're showing images and we gotta be able to see them.
There's the link on the chat.
Okay, hold on. 1 second. It says I don't have permission to view this album.
Awesome. So how far am I from the actual share? Let me see.
That's
There you go. So is that
there
the
you go, right there.
There. Don't touch it. Oh.
It's jumping back and forth. It's not consistent.
Okay, but let's go with that one. If that one looks better.
It's horrible.
Or
It's like the upper third corner of the photo. There's
No.
no.
Back off a little. Your personal space. Come on, back off.
What's the link to the final?
There. No.
I think I'll have to share it with you. Let me see if I can. And share.
No, give me the URL that's right there.
All right. Boom. Where are you? There you are. Link.
There is a really awesome picture of Kate in there that I would love to see.
I know.
Can't
Which
wait
one?
to see it. The one of you in the stairway.
Me in the what?
Stairway.
Oh.
You're below. I think Tyson took it.
Tyson, Jerry took it.
Yeah. It's an awesome picture. It's one of my favorite.
That's because I'm in it.
Oh. I have a picture of you with a guinea pig skull on your head. I'll share that.
I ate that guinea pig good.
You nasty girl.
I conquered that thing.
Yeah.
Is it letting you share
Opposite photo of Tyson. I have a picture of Tyson that I took a split second after he took that one.
it? You didn't post
So
that.
really, I think if he wins, I kind of win too.
Well, he should win because that's a great photo.
That is a good picture. So anyway, the challenge this month was architecture. And we got 17 finalists, and believe it or not, we narrowed down from a 17 to 8 finalists. We got 4 judges, and then from 8 we went down to 4. And for those 4 pictures, the 4 judges gave the same votes to each picture. So they were all tied.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they were all really awesome pictures. So there were 4 that make it to the the final 4, and then from there we went to the top 3, which we actually have to. Nobody want to give their vote away, so somebody has to pick first, second, and third. So
Okay. Ready?
are you able to? Dun dun dun. There you go. So that was Drink and Click, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or yeah. And I was taken by Stacy, and that was another one from that chapter, which is one of our newest chapters. That was RP from Austin Drink and Click, which traveled to San Francisco and joined them.
Yeah, Palace of the Fine Arts here.
Yeah, it's just beautiful, and there were some very gorgeous pictures that came out of that Drink and Click. And I believe this is Chicago. I want to say Chicago, but I love the contrast. This is Joel from Austin, Texas, which was one of the first members of Drink and Click here in Austin. And this is Japan. Like I was saying before, they were kicking my ass because they were winning every challenge, and I was having to ship all the prizes all to Japan. So, and this is San Francisco.
Wow!
And
Oh, look
Yeah.
Yay!
Look at
This
those
is like
Coke bottle glasses.
That's like the 3rd photo going to the finals with me in it. I'm the lucky charm in Vancouver.
Sounds awfully conceited, Kate.
Any photo with me is amazing.
it'll make it to the final. That was Chicago also. I like the way they framed this. And this was Christy from LA.
Represent.
Gorgeous.
One of our leads. Back to Philadelphia.
Oh, nice.
Austin, Texas. And this is Berlin.
Wow.
One of our chapter leads took that and back to Philadelphia. But they went to visit this prison, which is just amazing, all the architecture and all the little halls they have. Back to San Francisco. Gorgeous. So those were the 17 pictures that made it to the finals. And, we narrowed it down from there and went down to 4, and then we picked the top 3. And finally, last night, we happened to pick the winner. And I don't know if we're ready to announce the winner or not.
What just happened?
I don't know.
That's a drum roll.
That was a drum roll, Lotus.
Okay, let's in the future, why don't we go ahead and use the Google effects and use the approved drum roll sound effects?
Oh.
And that's all good. I was gonna say that architecture for me, like shooting architecture, when I first started getting a little more serious with photography, was something I didn't consider doing at all. It's like I didn't even see it. And then I think once I started interacting with this great, robust community of photographers and really seeing how beautiful architecture photography can be, it really widened my photographic eye, so to speak. And I started looking up at buildings and seeing how beautiful they can be. And I've really enjoyed, over the past couple of years, shooting them, because you can get these great abstract shots, so many lines and patterns that you can find in architecture. And so you can create these really great and beautiful, like visually stunning shots from these buildings, which look so different than what you see when you just kind of walking down the street and look at them, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's been something that I think years ago I would have thought, that's so boring, I'm not going to shoot buildings. And now it's something that really delights me. And it's cool to go out with other photographers and kind of later see the really awesome shots that they get of buildings and all that.
What I usually do when I go downtown, I have a sunroof in my car, so I open the sunroof and I look up. Every time I can stop on a light, I start looking up. And it's just all looking at the perspective, the point of view of what angle you're looking at that building, which you always see it when you're walking, but you never see it straight up.
Yeah.
So it's just a cool, different thing to look at the buildings that you have in your city, and you never realize you can get a badass picture out of that building. So
We did. Outside of drinking, like a lot of the people also, just like the other chapters, we tend to get together and do things. And I organized a architecture walk at the beginning of the year to take, and we walked around San Antonio downtown and got to see a bunch of, where we went down there purposefully to see and to photograph the architecture down there, because we have a nice hodgepodge in San Antonio, a little German, a little Mexican, a little bit of this, a little bit of that thrown all in there. And so then you have all this, Art Deco and other things like that. You'll see a medical building with gargoyles next to a sleek modern building with all glasses reflecting the gargoyles and that type of thing. Well, some of these people have never taken a photo, just like Lotus. They just wasn't in their frame of reference. I think the very first photo walk I went to was with Lotus, and I was a little bit late, and then I had a lot of photographers come up to me later because they showed me photos of me, because I'll forget that I'm what I look like when I take a photo. So I'm just like Juan, I'll just lay down on the ground in some kind of yoga pose to get the angle that I want to get. So it was like the first 5 or 6 photo walks. It was like a game to see how many photos they could get me in some kind of weird, frame. And I'm like, I'll give them over. I'll take them, because I never get my photo taken. So because I'm always.
But when you get that different perspective, it's really nice. Well, let's see who actually ended up winning the
That would be fantastic.
architecture challenge. Juan?
Give me one.
Christy?
In third place.
Juan, are you
So
going
awesome! Who?
Why does Google have to change this today?
It's Wednesday? Oh, okay.
It's the same name.
Dun, 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 dun.
Keep the suspense going. I'm scrolling.
Well, so drink and click works, but not drink and on-air hangout.
Not yet.
Almost there.
Who won?
All right. So third place with
Winner of a wonderful prize from Troy Ratcliffe, Stuck in Customs.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Are you going to screen share it?
Yes. Crap, where is it? I lost it. There it is. No, that's not it. Jeez.
We're working all the sound effects.
All the sound effects. We're giving you a workout.
Kenny Shepard. Kenny Shepard. He's from Drink and Click, Philadelphia.
Oh. Yay!
I'm gonna go ahead and say that was my favorite photo.
He won $20 off from Trade Reckless.
Which one is it?
The one with. Let me do the screen share.
I was getting ready to say I can do it.
You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. You have it, right?
Maybe it was that 7th beer. What do you think?
Yeah.
Is this the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
That's the one.
Third place winner.
Third place.
The prize from Stuck in Customs.
Excellent. And then we're going with second place, which is.
You have to tell me who it is.
I know. It's like.
Or just describe it. I'll be able to go to it.
Describe it. It's
The Starship Enterprise one?
Yeah, exactly. That one.
All right, hold on. I'm going to scroll to it before I screen share. Okay.
You got it?
I'm so getting a promotion in this organization, you realize.
No, you have to, because I'm trying to.
And the name of the photographer is?
The name of the photographer is. Yeah, Matsuya from Japan.
And the prize is?
The prize is a zoom adapter, which it lets you change your filters really quick.
Those are cool.
Woo!
Yeah.
Nice.
And the first place is.
Drumroll.
Drumroll. Joel.
Yay, Joel!
From
With the prize?
Texas, and we didn't receive any money from him.
And the prize is?
The prize is a smug mug.
And is Joel around here somewhere, possibly, at all?
A 1-year account.
Nice hat, Michael.
A 1-year account. That's
Nice.
Beautiful smug mug.
Well deserved. It's a gorgeous image.
Love it.
Yes.
My favorite.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that prize, Michael. Guys, hold that shirt up again.
Yeah.
Michael, we're waiting for tank tops.
Yeah. And banana hammocks.
We already had the Bonacore thong. Do we really need a banana hammock?
Yeah.
There is no Bonacore tongue.
Just tell Chris McCaskill to get on the banana hammocks ASAP.
Oh.
So we're hoping to get Joel on the chat so he can.
Well, we went so late with all the technical difficulties that he probably fell asleep.
Okay, Joel.
Oh!
Hey, Joel!
Yay.
You're the one that gets dinner.
Joel, congratulations. Tell us a little bit
Did
more.
we wake you, Joel?
Tell us about how you achieved your wonderful prize-winning shot.
He was drunk.
Hey, you're muted. Unmute yourself. It's up in the top right corner. Click the mic.
Hey!
Woo!
I think y'all muted me because I didn't hit that button.
No, it auto-mutes you when you join.
Oh, those bastards. So, I don't know. I never bring a tripod with me ever when we go on drinking clicks because, we're walking around. I want as little weight as possible. But this was the one drinking click that I knew I had to bring a tripod for. So, I had to set it up, get it all lined up, and if it wasn't for that, getting a low ISO, I couldn't do that without a tripod.
Sweet, so the tripod is the secret to your architectural night shot.
Yeah, have you ever seen me with a tripod?
I have not. Well, you mean the photography. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
I saw that sideways.
Yeah, no, my wife's right over there.
I know.
So my question is, are you gonna go to Disney World?
Of course.
Yeah.
On the drink and click dime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta sit up
Hey,
on
look at that.
so you can see the
You know what I
banner.
need, Bonacore. I need one of those smug mug hoodies so I can do the full-on
Hells yeah.
Bonacore pose.
Which one?
Like Michael has, because
Oh, wait.
You're just showing it off.
Aw, look at that.
Aww.
Nice.
We need to get
Well,
some-
Joel, you've been a really regular attendee at Drinkin' Clicks, and you've had some really great photos. It's awesome to see you win one of our challenges. That was a beautiful architecture shot.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lotus.
Yeah,
Did your wait? Do you have a ghost in your house, Joel?
I know.
Because your door just shut by itself.
All by
Hey,
No.
you never know. No, we got. You can't see them. I got a couple little white devil dogs that just closed it.
Oh.
I didn't see a dog.
Yeah.
That's weird, dude.
That'd be so sad.
This is on air and being recorded, right? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I see this, yes.
It's the Ring version of the show.
That was creepy, though.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Joel, and Mr. Michael will take care of all the smug mug thing. I'm just fine. It's not my
Yeah, I'm
fault.
excited. This is just in time too, because my last year's Smug Mug count I think is expiring this month.
Perfect.
So this month theme, don't forget, if you're out on Drink and Click chapter, is leading lines. So just get whatever you can get on leading lines. And actually, I think I put some links on the event, so you can watch and try to get an idea what the Drink and Click, what the leading lines theme is, and try to participate on it. And if you are in a city that don't have a Drink and Click, you can go look at our webpage, www.drinkandclick.com, and then you can look at the chapters page, and then just see if you have a chapter in your city. And if you don't, get in touch with us at drinkandclick@gmail.com, and just send us an email, and then we can try to talk and see if we can set one up in your city.
I know someone on the event when we were trying to get started had mentioned that she would love to start a Drink and Click Winnipeg. So
Well-
get in touch with Juan, whoever that was. I can't
That was
go all the way
Pat.
back.
That was Pat Dickinson.
Yes, Pat.
Click@gmail.com, and we will talk.
Yeah.
But how are you supposed to drink? How are you supposed to like go out to a bar when like there's 12 feet of snow covering your door?
That's
Yeah,
exactly
you
when you
have
want
to
to
be
go to a bar and
Canadian.
get warmed up with some nice whiskey.
You take some maple syrup with you.
Call the
We don't have that problem in Santa Barbara.
No.
No.
How
Austin
dare
doesn't-
you insult the Canadians, Juan?
I'm from Vancouver. We
I wanna
don't get
all
snow.
the panel for joining us today and all the efforts that you guys put on your cities.
Yeah, guys, you guys rock.
And it's just pretty awesome that we just get all this big family of Drink and Click people, and we get to learn and teach and have a good time.
I'd just like to point out a lot of Drink and Click members in the new +1 collection
I know.
Hey,
book. I've got mine.
open it up to a random page right now and show us,
Yeah.
All right,
just for fun.
Random.
you got it. Oh wait, is that my
Oh,
photo?
wait.
Oh yeah, that's so random, Mike.
So
Okay.
So random, he's got bookmarked.
Yeah, he's got the dog here on that page.
I was like, right
He
there.
had his finger in there already. That's
Actually, here we go. I just opened to this page. I love this photo.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
Who
that's a good
took the photo? Tell us whose photo is that.
This is by Monaco Javier.
Now show it again.
And it's called Car Ride. And it's really cool. It's hard to see in the screen, but there's a lot of blur.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see it. That's excellent.
Such a great shot.
This is a great book
Yeah, it's so
and a
cool. And
great
this,
project.
have
Yeah,
you gotten yours, Lotus?
I have not.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's really,
I'm
really.
ready to see it.
Cool beans.
Well, you guys
And
rock.
Here's some architecture.
Oh, who's that? I recognize that. Is that
Avery?
on the other side, the curvy one? Is that a
The one on the left is Mabry Campbell.
Mabry? Yes.
Campbell.
Boom.
I called it.
And
That's
then
who I thought it was.
this is Pat Kennedy Corlin, a TGL
yeah.
participant right here.
Woo!
Hey, the Maybe Campbell picture you show on the left, that guy drove from Houston to come
He
to our-
drove from Houston to Austin to attend a Drink and Click.
Really?
Had a great time.
Sweet. Way
Excellent
to go,
job.
Mabry.
Yeah. He has some awesome architecture photography. So, are we ready to wrap it up, Otis?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, if you haven't circled any of these chapter leads or the winner of the architecture challenge, you should. And we're gonna have a summary tomorrow coming out, so you know who was in this hangout. And I want to thank all the panelists and all the people watching for joining us on the first Drink and Click show. So thank you so much.
Boom. Thanks, everybody.
Yay! Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you at the next Drink and Click.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.